Today I am talking about the benefits of Tudca, a supplement that is absolutely amazing for liver and digestive health, and the reason that I wish that I had known about this stuff 2 years ago. Hi there, my name is Sue. Welcome to my channel. I have been eating a carnivore diet since May 2022, so just over 2 years. It is now August 2024, and so today I'm talking about Tudca. So this was a supplement that I had not heard of at all until probably maybe 7 or 8 months ago, when some of you viewers, amazing people that watch me, started putting comments underneath my videos saying you need to be taking Tudca. Now, I've spoken about that in past videos because when I saw those comments and when I looked to see what it was and saw that it was a synthetic bile acid, I kind of went, I don't know, what's the difference? You know, I've tried Oxbile, it doesn't seem to do great things for me, and so I didn't get any straight away. And then eventually I kind of decided to try it, and that was about 6 months ago, and I'm so glad I did. So first up, what is Tudca? Tudca is a bile acid that is found in our body in small amounts in the overall composition of our bile. So it is basically a bile acid derivative that occurs in our body, and it has a big long name that I'm going to put on the screen here. I'm going to try to pronounce. So it is tauroursodeoxycholic acid. How'd I do? I don't know that I got that right. So it is a bile acid, it is a bile acid that is part of our bile. And it has been shown in studies and in historical use in Chinese medicine to be good for lots of things. So some of those things are brain health, liver health, gallbladder health, mitochondria and cellular support. It helps with kidney function, and it also helps with eye health. So how does it work in our body? So in our body, our gallbladder releases bile when we eat fat, right? So and then that bile contains bile acids. Now, some of those bile acids are converted by microbes to UDCA, which is UDCA, and that's in the large intestine, and then it's combined. Our body combines that with taurine to create Tudca. So the bile breaks down fat, and the bile acids, which are part of the bile, help us to digest and absorb fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K, which are super important for our health, of course. And the bile acids also help to destroy harmful pathogens that can enter the digestive system via our food. Now, this is something that I've looked into a little bit over the last year or 18 months, is the subject of SIBO, small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, and that is something that I eventually realised that I was dealing with. Now, SIBO can be caused by those pathogens that can come in via our food. And the reason that they get in can be if you don't have enough stomach acid, and if your gallbladder is not working and putting out enough bile, because the bile and the stomach acid help to destroy those pathogens. And so if they're not there, the pathogens can get in, and then they can kind of take up residence in our small intestine and start overgrowing and create SIBO. That is one of the ways that SIBO actually happens. And then SIBO can cause all sorts of, digestive issues. Bowel issues are really common, as I discovered, because, I've spoken in past videos. I didn't think that I had SIBO. I never considered that because it was small intestine, and it was my large intestine that was always the problem. But, SIBO was definitely a huge part of the cause of my issues. So Tudca has been used in Chinese medicine probably for thousands of years. They used to get it from bears. And I remember seeing a video quite a lot of years ago now about how they used to put actual taps on the bears to drain the bile from them, which was just absolutely cruel and horrible. And they don't do that anymore. They make the Tudca in laboratory, so it's a synthetic form, but it does the same thing. So there's been quite a lot of research done on Tudca, and it's been shown to be beneficial for lots of different things. So it has been shown to increase bile flow by as much as 250%, which is amazing. And it improves the composition of the bile. So it makes the bile even more effective. It's beneficial for brain health. So there's research being done for Alzheimer's patients and dementia patients because it can help to preserve our brain health. It can help with insulin sensitivity. It helps with mitochondria and cellular support, and also genetic expression as well. It reduces oxidative damage to our DNA and that sort of thing. And it is also amazing for liver health. So it can help. It's been shown in studies to help to heal the liver and undo damage. A study was done on a group of people that were suffering from liver cirrhosis and high liver enzymes. They were given 750 milligrams of Tudca every day for 6 months. The Tudca lowered 100% of the participants' liver enzymes. So it lowered the enzymes in everyone that was in that study, which is amazing. Now, I had liver function tests done probably, I think, about 3 months ago. So I would have been on the Tudca for about 3 months at that stage. And my results came back perfect, which actually surprised me. I didn't expect them to. I would be fairly certain that I would have had a fairly fatty liver when I started on the carnivore diet after many years of drinking way too much wine and eating copious amounts of fruit. And just liver stuff seems to kind of be a little bit hereditary in my family as well. So I suspect that my liver would have been not in a great way when I started on carnivore. And so, when I did those tests, had those tests done 3 months ago, I was kind of just about at the 2-year mark, and I thought, my liver might be pretty good. I didn't know how long it would take to heal, but everything came back perfect. I've got a copy of Ken Berry's Common Sense Labs book, and so whenever I get blood tests done, I kind of compare with that, because he has not only the normal ranges in there, but also optimal ranges. And so when I compared my liver test results, all of my test results came back in the optimal range, except for one that was just, I think it was like 1 or 2 points up, just very slightly out of the optimal range, but still in the normal range. So I was actually really pleasantly surprised by those results. So Tudca, one thing to know is that it does not reverse fatty liver. So that is not something that it's been shown to do. As far as I'm aware, fatty liver needs to be reversed by diet. Cutting down or cutting out the alcohol and getting rid of a lot of the carbs and especially the processed foods and those sorts of things. They need to be got rid of to reverse fatty liver. And the carnivore diet is perfect for that. But adding Tudca to a fatty liver protocol is probably a great idea, because it is going to help to reverse any liver damage that has been done. And as I just mentioned, in that study, to lower those liver enzymes and, get everything kind of functioning the way that it should do. So studies also show that Tudca can help with gallbladder and gallstone issues. So it helps to dissolve gallstones. And the reason that gallstones and gallbladder issues happen, from my understanding now, is eating either a standard diet with processed foods or eating a low-fat diet for a lot of years, because your gallbladder is supposed to be being used, and when it's not being used the way that it should be, the bile is sitting in there and it becomes sludgy, and then things start to block up, stones start to be created, and that's when you end up with gallbladder issues. And so Tudca helps there, because it helps to thin that bile out and get things kind of functioning properly. It has effects on the way our body uses lipids, beneficial effects as well. So it has effects on cholesterol and triglycerides and all those sorts of things as well. I saw some information and studies about that as well. So it's really beneficial for anything to do with fats and the way that our body actually uses fats. It helps to make that bile more liquid so that our gallbladder can start functioning properly. And I think that that's what's happened with me. I think that was a huge part of my problem, apart from the SIBO issue, was that my gallbladder just wasn't working well. And so even though, I'd go through phases, and things would become really good, and I'd stop having diarrhea and things would feel settled, and then if I tried to increase my fat, it would just all literally turn to shit again. And that's what happened when I went on to a high-fat version of Carnivore back in February. The diarrhea came back and it kind of wasn't resolving. So that was when I started taking Tudca, and things have just got better and better and better. And now to the point that yesterday, so I'm back eating a high-fat carnivore diet again now, because I'd kind of fallen off the wagon, and I realised that I had a lot of stuff that was going on, and I realised it was because my fat was too low. So the last few days I've kind of started back eating a high-fat version of carnivore again. And yesterday I ate 250 grams of fat. And when I finished my dinner last night, I was like, this could be interesting. We'll see what happens tonight. But everything was perfect. Everything was absolutely perfect. Got up this morning. Did have to go to the toilet. Not diarrhea, not even close to diarrhea. So everything was just I'm amazed, and I'm so incredibly grateful, so thankful to this supplement and to the people who let me know about this, because I had never heard of it. So it also, the other things that it does is it helps to support the microbiome, and gut health is obvious, really good for leaky gut, helps to support the kidneys. So for kidney health, it's good, the immune system, and it also protects eye health. So there are studies showing that it has beneficial effects for things like macular degeneration and different eye diseases. And so that's another reason I'm thinking about keeping on taking it for longer, because I've been kind of mulling over whether to stop once I run out, because my bowel and my gut seems to be so good. But I think I might actually keep taking it for longer, because of the benefits that it has for eye health is a big one. And I have had something going on, like my eyes have deteriorated quite a bit, and this eye in particular has something going on. I also have a condition where the gel at the back of the eye starts to come away, and so at night time, if I move my eyes in the dark, it looks like kind of lightning flashes all around in my eyes, and I'm hoping that eventually that might resolve. I think it's changed very slightly. I keep forgetting to check it if I'm awake at night time, but I think it's not quite as filled in as it was. So I don't know whether that's something that will heal or not, but I'm hoping that it will. And if I keep taking the Tudca, it might help. And also because I had so many kind of neurological brain kind of symptoms before I started on Carnivore, I think that it might be an idea, along with helping to continue to heal anything that still needs to be healed in my gut. I think that it might be an issue for me to keep taking the Tudca, so I'm going to keep taking it. So if you have tried Tudca, let me know in the comments below. Let me know what sort of benefits you've experienced on it. I have a link to the Tudca, to the brand that I'm taking, underneath my video if you want to check that out. That's a good brand. It doesn't have anything else added, and I have found it very good. I was also taking for a while a powdered version that I had bought here in New Zealand. It tastes vile, but I can put a link to that for any Kiwis that want to try that don't want to order from overseas, if you want to try that. And yeah, if you've got any comments or questions, pop those below. If you like the video, make sure to subscribe, like and share, do all that sort of stuff. And I thank you very much for watching, and I will talk to you again another day. Goodbye for now.